Becky with HopeEssential.com here with frequently asked questions about essential oils. I meet with a lot of people and I hear some of the same questions over and over. So I thought I would do a series that addresses those. So if you have a suggestion for a segment, go ahead and put it in the comments and I'll look into it. Tonight we're going to talk about CBD oil and Copaiba. So this is something that I get asked a lot about because of the CBD oil craze. There's a store on every corner now, and just like with the oils, you can get them in gas stations and just anywhere. A lot of people are just they don't see the difference, and they wonder why doTERRA has not jumped on that bandwagon to create their own version of the CBD oil. So this might be a little bit more science than you're used to. And there's a lot of big words in here. So if I mispronounce them, just, give me some grace here. But Copaiba is all about the endocannabinoid system. And we're going to call that ECS from now on because it's such a mouthful. But the ECS plays a fundamental role in managing mood, inflammation, appetite, and relaxation. So that's quite a few things. This biological system, composed of receptors, cannabinoids, and enzymes, is found throughout the central and peripheral nervous system and acts as a regulator for countless physiological processes. What that means is the ECS helps maintain internal balance in a world that is constantly changing. So, this is a pretty important thing. You want to get the right um, product, right? So, now we're going to talk about CB1 and CB2 receptors. So, within the ECS, there are two primary receptors, uh, cannabinoid receptor 1 and cannabinoid receptor 2. So, CB1, CB2. The brain and spinal cord contain CB1 receptors, whereas the CB2 receptors are predominantly found in our immune system. So, those are two very important areas of our bodies. Due to residing in different parts of the body, activation of these receptors can have very different effects. For instance, CB2 activation supports healthy nervous and immune system function, while activating its counterpart, CB1 receptors, can modulate mood, memory, or even perception of pain. While binding to the CB1 receptors positively influences many brain functions, research has shown that it may also have some unwanted psychoactive effects. There are three groups of molecules that can greatly affect the function of the ECS: endocannabinoids produced by the body, phytocannabinoids produced by plants, and synthetic cannabinoids produced in a lab. Phytocannabinoids are different because they are produced naturally by plants, such as cannabis, black truffle, cacao, and found within essential oils such as copaiba, black pepper, and melissa. Literature suggests that these ECS influencing substances tend to be selective in the receptors they activate. This means they tend to activate either the CB1 or CB2 receptors, and they do so directly or indirectly depending on their chemical makeup. So, the stronger or more directly the molecule adheres to its receptor, the quicker it will produce a physiological effect. This is why Copaiba is such a valued essential oil. It is high in phytocannabinoid called beta caryophyllene, BCP. So BCP has the ability to bind directly to the CB2 receptors to affect the ECS. So that's a lot of acronyms there. So the advantages of Copaiba. Copaiba and CBD work within the same biological system, so people want to compare them, but it's not really a fair comparison. Copaiba has benefits that can't be achieved with CBD. Because BCP directly binds to CB2 receptors, it produces rapid and powerful changes within the body. On the other hand, CBD doesn't effectively bind to either receptor, so it indirectly affects the ECS. So it does work. A lot of people have gotten results from the CBD, but it's just saying that the Copaiba has a more direct um, effect on the ECS. Um, so let's see here. In fact, despite having the unique ability to bind indirectly to both CB1 and CB2, CBD's interaction is not nearly as intense as that offered by other compounds. So, exemplifying doTERRA's commitment to pursue what's pure, Copaiba is a product born from that standard. Unlike CBD, essential oils rich in BCP, such as Copaiba, are easily tolerated compounds that offer countless benefits to the human body. Because CBD does not bind directly to receptors, you can expect slower cellular responses. CBD is like a helper molecule that signals the ECS to work more efficiently and modulate our responses to the molecules that do directly bind to our receptors. In addition, doTERRA's in-house GCMS testing has shown CBD, which is an isolate extracted from the cannabis plant, is often mixed with carrier oils. So absorption is limited to the effect. So absorption is limited, and the effect is further decreased. And sometimes they're showing that internal usage may come with potential unwanted risk. The CBD oil is not regulated either. So you don't always know the source, or you don't know if you can trust the source. So that's another consideration for you to think about. And in addition, accordingly to a study published in 2017, 69% of CBD products were mislabeled and found to have higher levels of THC than are currently permitted by regulations. If you see it on the bottle that it says no THC, that it's not possible. There's going to be some. You just hope you'll be able to pass if you have to get tested for your job, I would be very leery of doing the CBD because there's no way to guarantee no THC. And then also, not only can formulations of CBD contain some amount of THC, but it's not an essential oil. And it's an isolate extracted from the cannabis plant. So for doTERRA, the CBD cannot meet the CPTG certified pure tested grade standards that we have. So that keeps it from ever being a product for us, unless somehow something changes. But we do not just cater to fads. The products have to be able to withstand that testing. So why Copaiba? With its fast and direct bonding to CB2, beta caryophyllene is a powerful constituent with potential to support well-being in a variety of ways. Try taking Copaiba orally to support a healthy inflammatory response. Apply topically to reduce blemishes, or use aromatically to create a calm and relaxing environment. When used daily, Copaiba helps you live a longer and healthier life with greater periods of homeostasis. So, to me, it's pretty clear, even if it was maybe a little too much science for you, it's pretty clear that Copaiba is the winner when you compare the two. So it's less expensive as well. So there you go. And it comes in the oil or a soft gel. So that makes it even easier. So would love to hear if you had a takeaway from tonight, other than the alphabet soup that I was spouting forth. And if you knew the difference, or if you'd ever heard of Copaiba, again, it's not that, you know, they're not telling you that CBD oil has no value. That's not true. There just is a big difference, and you're almost comparing apples to oranges. So But if you're curious and you'd like a sample and you're not already a doTERRA wholesale customer, let me know and I'll get a sample to you and you can maybe compare. And follow me on Facebook at Hope Essential LLC for upcoming events and education. Education. I love to share all that information. And you can find all that and more on my website, hopeessential.com. And just keep learning and growing and choose you, choose natural, choose now.